Today I'm here to explain about sum and difference identities. These are so important to solve some trigonometric functions questions. So let me explain about it. First one, sine A plus B is equal to sine A times sine B plus cosine A times sine B. It's like sine, cosine, cosine, sine. And also these signs correspond in the case of sine. So if this value is negative, I mean sine A negative B, this one is also going to be negative. The next, cosine A plus B is going to be cosine A times cosine B, negative sine A sine B. Unlike sine, in the case of cosine A plus B, these signs don't correspond. So if this value is negative, this sign is going to be positive. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have to keep it in mind. Okay, but why, by the way, why do we need these equations? Let me explain about the example when you need it. First one, cosine 105 degrees. Sometimes you need to calculate without calculator, but can you do that? Let's try. 105 degrees is here, 105 degrees. So it's so small. This angle is 75 degrees. But it's pretty hard to calculate. Actually, I don't remember how to calculate the degree, the triangle with 75 degrees. In this case, you can think like cosine 45 degrees plus 60 degrees. That's because you know the special angles with 45 degrees and 60 degrees. So you can take advantage of it. Okay. So this time I use the equation of this one, cosine. In this case, it says positive. So let me change it. Positive, negative. And you need cosine, you need the angle, you need a triangle with 45 degrees. And also, 60 degrees. Let's find sine and cosine of them. First, cosine 45 degrees is 1 over square root of 2. And sine 45 degrees is 1 over square root of 2 as well. And cosine 60 degrees, cosine 60 degrees is 1 to square root of 3. So square root of 1 over 2, and sine 60 degrees is square root of 3 over 2. Let's use them. So using the second equation, you can convert it into cosine 45 degrees times cosine 60 degrees negative sine 45 degrees times sine 60 degrees. Then you have these here. So it's going to be 1 over square root of 2 times 1 over 2 negative 1 over square root of 2 times square root of 3 over 2. It's going to be 1 negative square root of 3 over 2 square root of 2, which is, let me simplify, square root of 2 negative square root of 6 over 4. I just multiplied the square root of 2 on the top and the bottom. And the answer. So using sum and difference identities, you can calculate, you can find the value of sine and cosine without using calculators. Okay? Let's work on one more question. Sine 15 degrees. Again, it's pretty hard to calculate this without using calculators. But if you use sum and difference identities, you can easily find the value. How do you convert it? You can convert it like this, because 45 negative 30 is 15. Then it's equivalent to sine, cosine. Then this one is negative, so it's going to be negative as well. Sine, cosine, cosine, sine. And sine 45 degrees, 1 over square root of 2. And the cosine, okay, let me find the cosine value here again. 30 degrees, 1, 2, square root of 3. Sine 30 degrees is 1 over 2. Cosine 30 degrees is square root of 3. Square root of 3 over 2. So times square root of 3 over 2, negative 1 over square root of 2 times 1 over 2, which is square root of 3 negative 1 over 2 square root of 2. And let me multiply square root of 2 on top and bottom. And then it's going to be square root of 6 negative square root of 2 over 4. That's it.